right, well, good morning, everyone. I want to welcome all of you to the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center grand opening and ribbon cutting. Again, this is our second ribbon cutting today and the second Atom Board project that we are celebrating today. So we want to thank the Atom Board for their investment in this community to grow the services for the youth. I'm Kimberly Marshall, I'm the Economic Development Director. The ribbon cuttings are a joint effort with the Medina Chamber of Commerce. So we have Jacqueline Ringsmeyer, our Executive Director, and Stephanie Mueller. They're also responsible for this beautiful weather that we're having. They also bring the big scissors and the ribbon. And then also Main Street Medina, I think George Sam is over here on my left. So George Sam is our Executive Director for Main Street, and the city works closely with these business organizations on the ribbon cuttings, bringing new businesses into Medina, helping them grow, and then retaining them once they are here. We've got a pretty full agenda, so I'm not going to take up too much time. We've got quite a few elected officials. So I also want to ask Phil to stay close by because we have a lot of proclamations and paperwork to give to you today. And somebody else is coming.
Stephanie's not here someplace.
Is Stephanie here?
Yeah, she's right. Yeah, she's not involved.
She's not involved in this. Okay. Melissa, though. Melissa. Oh, Melissa's right here. Okay.
I did my part. She's done for the day.
Okay.
We know she's
So we're going to run through our program, and then Melissa, if you want to do the ribbon cutting outside,
Yes.
we can do that.
Yes.
All right, so at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our mayor, Dennis Hanwell.
Thank you, Kimberly. Good morning, everybody. We're appreciative of you being here. So it's important to the Atom Board. If you think about this campus, there's a number of our Atom Board members here. If you want to just raise your hand, then Philip won't have to do that later. This whole campus is provided by the Atom Board. So there's 2 housing units in the back that are supervised. There's one behind me that's dedicated for women housing and recovery, and now this youth resiliency. I should have practiced. And I'll get better as we go. And counseling center, and it's important that we try to deal with the youth early on, as you can all imagine, and avoid problems later in life. So the Atom Board has made a great commitment. I'm sharing this with you because I'm also on the Atom Board. I've served nearly 12 years now on the Atom Board, and I'm very proud to see all the work that's being accomplished here in recovery and helping people with mental health issues. So also from the city, in addition to Kimberly and I, Judge Gary Warner is here from, I thought you were. Confused me.
I'm delegating the attention.
Judge Gary Warner from our Medina Municipal Court. Sheriff Grice also serves on the Atom Board with me. Chief Ed Kinney. Barbara Deser is here with the still camera. All the still photos we take will provide to you for marketing purposes. Jared is with our Medina TV group. All of the video we take will provide you for the same purposes. Andrew Dutton is our Community Development Director, adjacent to Jared there. And we're always supported at these with our council members, and Denny Simpson is here from Ward 2 representing council. Kimberly told you we do these with the Chamber and Main Street Medina, but as you can see from this group behind me, we also do it with our city, county, state, and federal officials. Some are here, some were not able to be here, but we do this collaboratively. So without further ado, on behalf of the city of Medina, I'd like to invite you up, Philip up. Any of your other team that you would like to come up? Okay. So this is a City of Medina proclamation in recognition of the ribbon cutting of Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center. Whereas a Youth Resiliency Counseling Center is celebrating its ribbon cutting in Medina on Friday, May 12th. Whereas operated by the Medina County Adam Board and Ohio Guidestone, the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center provides trauma-informed care and behavioral health services for youth and families as they work to heal from mental health, substance abuse, and traumatic experiences that so many are facing. Whereas the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center will contribute to the local quality of life and help to provide a holistic approach to behavioral health services to meet the unique needs of each person they serve, the City of Medina and beyond. Whereas the City of Medina is honored to officially welcome the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center to Medina and grateful that they have chosen to open their facility here. We look forward to the great things that the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center will accomplish in the future. And now, therefore, on behalf of the Medina City Council, I, Dennis Hanwell, Mayor of the City of Medina, do hereby recognize the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center on its ribbon cutting and offer sincere best wishes for many years of success. Thank you. Just stay nearby. Next, I'd like to introduce Brunswick Mayor Ron Falcone. Sir.
Well, thank you so much for having me here and for inviting me as representative from the people of Brunswick. Just thank you so much to the Adam Board. And just the important work that you do is we want to recognize that as well. I have a proclamation on behalf of the Office of the Mayor. Whereas the Adam Board's Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center will have its grand opening today, the 12th of May, 2023. And whereas youth and families are facing unprecedented behavioral health concerns that the Adam Board is striving to address through coordinating, purchasing, and evaluating high-quality services within a robust continuum of care. And whereas the new Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center will provide trauma-informed care and behavioral health services for youth and families as they work to heal from mental health, substance abuse, and traumatic experiences. And whereas Ohio Guidestone, a well-known community-based behavioral health care provider and a partner of the Adam Board since 2017, has been chosen by the Adam Board to provide services at this center. Now, therefore, I, Ron Falcone, the 12th Mayor of the City of Brunswick, on behalf of the City Council and the 35,000 people of the city, do hereby commend you and for providing care to the youths and families who need it and wish them well in the continuation of their organization. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Next, I'd like to introduce, we have two of our three county commissioners, Steve Hamley and Aaron Harrison, with us. Man, thank you.
Yeah, Aaron and I are kind of doing a shift back and forth over the other facility. He got to speak, so I got to say a few words. And I just want to say, with the success of these kind of projects, have everything to do with all the people that cooperate. And frankly, when we look at the various organizations that get together, it really isn't that these kind of things don't happen because of the walls that separate those organizations, but because of the people that unite it. And indeed, if you know, we have the same cast of characters kind of going around today, but also involved within the community, the recovery community, within the youth community, with the counseling, and with the courts, the judges, and law enforcement, everybody together working on the same problem. So it's the people working together, ignoring the walls, which unfortunately too often we look at. When we start in government, those of us that have been at the state level knows too often those walls are very restrictive when we start talking about funding. But when it comes down to here at the local level, it's not about the walls, it's about the people. So I just want to say on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, I want to congratulate you on the facility and wishing you well, and thank you for adding to the quality of life in Medina County. I gotta do the picture. Okay.
They're the elected ones.
And next, I would like to introduce Representative Sharon Ray from the state of Ohio, House of Representatives.
Thank you so much. I gotta tell you, resilience Resiliency is one of my favorite skills because, let's face it, I don't care who you are, at some point in time, life is going to rain on your parade. And learning how to deal with it, I think, is a vital skill. So I'm very excited about this today, and I'm thankful to be here, and I'd like to congratulate the Adam Board for another successful project. This is going to be a great thing for the community. Thank you so much.
There, gonna get it?
Susan Lewis has not made it yet, right? I think she's still in the hearing. Okay, next I'd like to introduce Ray Fletta, representing U.S. Congressman Max Miller. Sir?
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the United States Congressman Max Miller, I just want to congratulate the Youth Resiliency and Counseling Center for the opening of their facility here in Medina. We want to thank you for all the hard work you're doing for the city and for the community, and we have this certificate from the Congressman as well, so congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ray. So I also wanted to mention Sarah is here from the Medina Gazette. We always appreciate, and she's very faithful, the local news coming out and helping to promote and support what we're doing here. So on behalf of the Ohio Senate and the U.S. Senate, neither the elected representatives or their liaisons were able to attend. So I have two proclamations. The first is from Ohio Senator Mark Romanchuk. I'd like to present on his behalf. And last but not least, on behalf of the U.S. Senate, Senator J.D. Vance. Now I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of the Medina County Adam Board, Philip Titterington.
All right, so for those of you who know me, this is not an unexpected comment. The only thing better today would have been a check with every one of those proclamations. But, thank you. Goals, right? You have to have goals. It's in the mail, right? The check is in the mail. But in serious, I mean, if you know me, I have to have levity. What we do. I mean, this is pretty intense stuff. So I'd be remiss if I didn't thank several people. First of all, I thank God for putting us all together, and even the weather. We're gonna, it was touch and go for a while there, but it's beautiful right now. Also, the mayor did introduce the board members that are here, and those are, if you're not familiar with how the board works, those are all my bosses. So I want to thank them for coming, but more importantly, I'm able to execute, but it's their dream, it's their support that allows this to move forward. So without a board that gets it, this isn't happening, or it's a long time. So can everybody just kind of give a round? I mean, and they do it voluntarily, so they're not even getting paid for that. I also want to thank my staff. So I can be very intense at times, and anybody who has worked on one capital project, we've had 4 in the last 4 years. So they have been very patient, very good, very professional, and I do want to thank them personally. I want to thank OMAS. I see the Capital Group is here. That's why I was a little late. We were looking at the tour. But without capital support, Director Chris and her team, I mean, none of this is possible. We have been able to secure $750,000 for this project. So we do thank you for putting the trust in us and for allowing us to move forward with that. Also, TC Architects. Bob's here somewhere. Bob and his team, they're the architects. So, Melissa and her team and Mike, we can sit around the room and say this is what we want. They put it all together. So working with TC Architects and Engelke, is there anybody from Engelke here? They were the construction company that put it all together. So Bob took our vision, And Gelke took his vision, and this is where you have it. So we do appreciate all the hard work. It was a longer process than we intended, but I mean, I can't control COVID and I can control a pandemic. So when we heard there might be a little rain today that might damper the mood, we said, hey, it could be worse, right? So we were good there. I want to thank the residents of Medina County. If you're not familiar, we do have a human services levy, and without that levy, none of this is happening. So we do appreciate the support, and we hope we've shown what your dollars are going towards. Also, all of you for coming out. I know you all have busy things, busy lives, and a lot of stuff going on, but coming out means quite a bit. It means a lot. It means a lot not only to us, but the individuals and the clients that are going to come through these doors. I mean, it's really a special group. And speaking of special group, we also, well, before that, I mean, they're special. MMHA, so Medina Metro Housing does our properties. And I know Ed and his group have just been going crazy with it, so we want to thank them. They've done a fantastic job, and they're always very professional and on call, so we do appreciate that. And then lastly but not least, we as an Adam Board are extremely proud to have a partnership with Ohio Guidestone. We actually have the CEO who came down because it's that special. And in 2017, we were able to form that bond. And from day one, Melissa comes into our office and says, I got all these great ideas. And I said, okay, here we go, right? But more than that, these great ideas, we've done them before. We have a proven record. We're going to get to where you need to be. So it was nice that she had to tell us where we needed to be. It was important. We like that. Take charge, right? But youth, I think we're starting to see, and COVID just kind of hit it. So you talk about a perfect storm. You talk about God putting a plan together, right? 2017, they said, all right, let's look at Ohio Guidestone and all they can offer. Let's have those conversations. Let's meet. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can help us. And then the pandemic hits, and the need just skyrockets. And we're seeing not only the need in adults, but in youth, right? We're seeing it from all walks of life. So by the grace of God, we have Guidestone, who is there, who has expertise in this. So we thank her for her patience, because from the beginning we're looking at how do we help, how do we build this thing up. And like I said, things kind of got dragged out a little bit because of COVID and things out of my control. But the patience, the perseverance led us to where we are today. So you're going to see what, kind of the shell, if I will, of the building. But I want you to come back or see us in a year. We're going to give you reports, all the magic that's going to happen here. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to see it. You might not see it in, I might not be here. I'm talking 10 years or something. Who knows? But the return, right? You hit and you work with youth and families who are in trauma now. You're going to see the reward later. So we're looking forward to that. And it's my honor then to introduce Ohio Guidestone. Grant.
Appreciate it. It's hard following a gentleman with such intensity. You can obviously tell he has passion. So, again, my name is Brant Russell. I'm the CEO of Ohio Guidestone, and I want to thank all of you for being here. Also thank for whoever drummed up the weather for us. It's beautiful. We are the state's leader in community behavioral health care. So we are honored to be here today to work together with the Medina County Adams Board and everybody that's behind us. And I don't have a proclamation or a certification or anything to give, but this is an innovative counseling center. When you guys, I don't know if people have gone back, it's exciting to go take a look at all the spaces and where all the wonderful care will happen in the future. And this is, a testament to really, again, talking about, people talk about partnerships. We don't do the work and meet the needs of our communities without the partnerships of everybody, from government to anybody from cities and counties and states and federal. I mean, we can't get it done. We do have a lot of need to meet, and that is, I think, the main message for us is, COVID just exacerbated some of the challenges. We know they're on the way, but we are here to help, and we are going to do our best with your guys' support to continue to make this a great place. And we have some leaders, obviously, in most of the team, I think, that is managing from the directors and our regional vice presidents, chief of staff are here. But I do want to thank, we have one instrumental individual that, from the get-go, I think I saw this building, I can't remember what it was. Was it yeah, okay, so I knew it was something very different, but it looks wonderful. You know, it was instrumental in the concept. I know we mentioned the architects, but it's, you know, it's the individuals that are doing the care, and she'll be in charge of the therapy that happens in this building, and that's where, you know, kind of the rubber meets the road and where all the help and the caring starts. But it's Ohio Guidestone's Director of Medina County Services, Melissa Romaine.
Welcome, everyone. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be here today celebrating the opening of this center. I want to thank the Medina County Adam Board for bringing this center to life, trusting us with its operations and including us in the entire process along the way. Our vision for this center is a place of learning, healing, and growth. In this building, we will bring families together to learn how to handle the stress of day-to-day life and live joyfully together. Children who come here will experience therapy in the most innovative ways possible through play, art, and movement. The team designed this space with the interest of our clients and staff in mind. We made it inviting, bright, full of technology, and spaces that are flexible. We hope to use the center as a shared community resource for meetings, activities, or classes. The Adam Board has created such a beautiful space. It's an honor for us to be a part of and to be able to share it with all of you. Thanks for being here today, and I hope you enjoy this space as much as we do.